Hey everyone, Ian here, Manderside Media, and guess what? We're doing another Mopar. Rightfully so. Now this one's got a really cool story, and we're going to do a walk around. This one just came off a full, we're not going to say frame off because that's not correct on a Mopar because they're unibodies, but it was a full rotisserie restoration where I would say every detail was taken to the extreme, which is super cool. I mean, this 69 Roadrunner is going to be hard pressed to find another one this clean, I don't think, ever. To be honest, I've seen a few, not all, of course, but this one's done to a very high standard, and I'm super excited to show it to you. So Lori and Ryan were gracious enough to give me a shout, come down, do an appraisal, and I asked, obviously, can I do a video because this car is just super killer, and it's got a really cool story. So I seen this car probably 18 years ago, I guess, with my family, and so it was owned by her uncle and aunt, which I think makes it so much cooler. And that's where I think the car community that we are, I mean, so many times it's a sentimental thing, and that's where this car is. So yeah, I'm honored that I would get a chance to do this and to present this car to you out there in YouTube land. But when I tell you this car is perfect in every such fashion, it is just absolutely gorgeous. It's the work that was done on this car. We're going to shout out to Todd Schreiner. We're going to give a shout out to Kelly Glow, and we're going to shout out to Dallas Kerr at 346 Paint. These three gentlemen that had their hands on this did just phenomenal work. And yeah, I'm just super stoked to show you the walk around and go through the stuff that I think takes this restoration to that next level. And yeah, you just can appreciate the craftsmanship in this car. So yeah, stand back and relax, or sit back and relax, I should say. And yeah, we'll get you in here. We'll switch to views and we'll get walking around. Well, let's start right at the front. So we might as well start one end and get to the other. So 69, this car is F8 green outside, F8 green inside, 383 numbers matching, 727 automatic on the floor with console. So yeah, we're gonna go for a walk around. So this one, if you're following the channel, you would have seen a video with a 68 GTX tribute car, which I was explaining the fresh air hood assembly that in 68 they didn't have. Well, this one is factory optioned with the N96 fresh air hood. So if we look at this one, and I'm just going to get this out of the way because I think Mopar, again, their designing cues are just wild, and I think that this needs to be a special note. This fresh air hood is a cable operated fresh air hood system that we have this cable right there, and there's a pull tab inside I'll show you, and then it opens up these side vents here, which allows fresh air into the air cleaner assembly, which is obviously what we're looking at here with the Coyote Duster on top, feeding the 383. So this one is 335 horsepower. It's running, again, factory stock manifolds. We have power brakes on this thing, power steering. So again, 69, I mean, you remember 69 Roadrunners are your budget muscle car, and if you got the trim line up, and the 440 came with the GTX. So in 69, in this specific time, a 383 or a Hemi, or we're talking 69 and a half, that would be an A12 car. That gets you into the 446 pack, but obviously in just Roadrunner talk, it's either a 383 4-barrel, like this one, or a 426 Hemi. So now, this is the cool part of the N96. Now, again, if you look back at the other video, it was black and there was no grates here. Well, this one has the orange color with the grates. So that's identified also as an air grabber. So we get air coming through here. And if you're lucky enough to ever see, and I think I might have an article back home, so I'm going to add this to the video, where they have the sales brochure for 69 with the fresh air hood. It's got like, it's breathing through these. It's a cartoon 69 Roadrunner, like it's breathing through the hood, through the air grabber part. So again, I think it's the styling, the marketing, everything that Mopar did back in those days, I think are just wicked. Again, 69, first year that the door birds were colored, which again, I think is to be noted. Here it's sitting on the original road wheels. So I know I talk about those 15x7s and 15x8s that I have on my Hemi car, which are totally wrong. This is what it's supposed to have. With Goodyear polyglass tires is mine. This one has the red lines on it, but these are 14x6 with the trim rings, or beauty ring, whatever you want to refer to them as. But if, again, you look at this thing is like just hot off the rotisserie, this thing is just gorgeous. And I mean, you can see your reflection in here. Now, the safe thing for you is I'm going to stay behind the camera. I have a face for radio, so I try to stay out of the videos here. But this thing, you can see just, I mean, it's a mirror, just unreal. So this is a single mirror car, which isn't uncommon for Mopars. It's really uncommon to see two mirrors, one on the passenger side. But yeah, so let's do a fender tag walk here. Now, this one's Lynch Road, Michigan, and that is probably my number one, my kryptonite piece here. So whoever watching this knows that I'm not going to say anything that I'm not sure, but this, I think, is the engine designation, transmission, and rear differential. I just had this conversation with the owners. I'm going to have this all figured out when I do the appraisal. But in this video, that's what I'm going with. So N96, that's your fresh air option. C16, that's your console automatic. F8 is your color. F8 is the inside. That, again, I'm not going to refer to because I don't tell you the wrong answer. And then F8 for our door panels. And then our RM23, E63 is the engine. D32 is the transmission. Now, again, this is Lynch Road, Michigan. That's why this fender tag doesn't totally match up to a lot of the other ones that you've probably seen on my videos. That's the A designation on the VIN number. So again, this one, RM23. So Roadrunner, this is a hard top. So the back windows roll down. If this was a 21, the back windows just push out. So this is a hardtop. H is the 383 designation for 69, and then 9 is for 69. A, my mistake, is Lynch Road, Michigan. So yeah, Lori's uncle ordered this brand new, and it came from, Auto Clearing. So he was looking at a couple different vehicles. We just had this conversation. So he's looking at a 69 GTO, a Mach 1, and then, this Roadrunner. And this one here too, again, I'm obviously pro Mopar, of course, but if you can imagine what they had to choose from in 1969, I mean, even if you're looking at 68, depending on when you ordered this or bought this in 69, you waited a few more months, then you're talking 1970. I mean, I don't think if I had one car to pick out of those 3 years, I would be an absolute disaster. I'd be a mess. I don't think I could pick one. It's just one of those things where everybody had something cool. Ryan and I were talking. He was even the Machine or the Rambler Scramblers. Like, those are even cool cars. And 69, 70, just everything was possible. Really, it was limitless to your imagination. Copo Camaros. I mean, you pretty much name it. You had options to buy whatever race car you wanted. So this one is R11, so we have AM radio, and then obviously thumb wheel. That's all they ever have. So this is F8 again with the seats, upholstery, console, but again, just finished to the utmost degree. I mean, it's just wild. This is the same steering wheel that's in my Hemi car, and I mean, you can just, maybe the video doesn't do it as good as it does in person, but I'm telling you, there's no lying on this video, and this car is just absolutely unreal. Even the headrest, I mean, all the right colors, all the right screws. Yeah, I mean, it is just really done to that level. And all this stuff has been dyed, the headrest, seat belts. I mean, it just, when you're looking for, when you're looking for a show car, these are the key points you have to look for. I'm going to take you to the bolts under the hood, because I definitely, this is the first thing that I always look at. Not that I ever mention it, but I always look at it. These bolts have to be painted, and they are done. The boys here, like I said, they did this to a phenomenal degree. Lots of them you see are silver or zinc plated gold or something like that, and it's not right. It just, if you're going to go through the effort of doing a full restoration, and that's what they did, and sometimes they go smoothly and sometimes they don't, but the finished product still needs to look, in my opinion, as it rolled off the showroom floor, if not better. I mean, even looking at that three-speed wiper motor. Now I look at this and I figure I got to pull mine out of my Hemi car because mine doesn't look that good. That is, like, again, ridiculous. The swatch, the red swatch on the end, the zinc coating on the barrel, it's just, I don't know, call it perfect. It's perfect. So numbers matching, like I said. We have the Roadrunner horn here, as it should be. Fun fact on that horn, Willie's Jeeps, they actually took Chrysler Plymouth took the Willys Jeep horn, and I believe they paid Werner Brothers, X amount of money. I don't know. I'll get the number wrong, but I'll say $50,000. And I could be wrong on that number, but they got it toned to sound like the Roadrunner. And the only reason, well, you can find it in all kinds of information, but my father-in-law has a Willys Jeep, and when you honk the horn, it's a 46. When you honk the horn, it's really, really close to one of these, but it's not totally exact, and that's where Plymouth tuned it to the right amount. Now, again, back to the fine elements here. This is black. This is body color. Then we go down here, and this is black, and that's got to be an argent silver, like this again. Like I want to point this out because the guys that did this car get a high five through the video for sure, because this is what we're looking for. This is the good stuff. So anyway, and then the V21 hood option was, or the V21 paint option was added, but that's totally fine. And I say this on probably all my videos. When you own the car, you can do whatever the heck you want, and I'll never say otherwise. And I think it looks good. The V21, the flat black with the green, I don't know. It works. I think it works on all of it. I mean, I like a V21 option on pick whatever, but I think it really looks good on the 69 Roadrunner. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so we got, that's the original mirror is what I'm told. And then we look at the latches. They're done in the right colors. Again, just really, really nice stuff. Okay, so the exhaust system is new, but another cool point to this car is the tips themselves are actually the original ones, just polished. And I think, again, that's a testament to just how well, and this car, believe it or not, had never seen a garage. It's kept outside from day one. Now it'll be in the garage, I'm sure. Anytime the weather's iffy, I would absolutely, that's where I'd put it. But yeah, so just wonderful. Okay, let's get the trunk open, and they have it popped here already. So yeah, we got the trunk mat, we got the jack in there, the spare tire. Sorry. All right, okay, we're gonna say that spare tire. We have intel from Wendy says that spare tire has never been on the car, and they were the only owners next to now Ryan and Lori. So not that we're going to use this spare tire anytime. I don't know if we trust a 50-plus-year-old tire, but to say that it's still with the car, I think that's very, very cool. And yeah, again, just a testament to the originality of the car, and just now you have all the information from the original owner right from day one. So yeah, anyway, super cool. All right, and again, this is, yeah, in black. So we look at the marker lights in the trunk with the black. That's, sometimes they're silver, sometimes they're black. I'm pretty sure 69 is to be black. I mean, if you look under the, like I showed you under the hood, I would doubt that they did their research on the back end. I think in 70 they might go silver, but again, it looks, again, just amazing. These back taillights here, yeah, just really, really nice stuff. Really, really nice stuff. There's our spare tire or jack sticker. Yeah, it is done to an extreme level. So no trunk light in this one, which again, that's super. It's more common to not have a trunk light than it would ever be to have a trunk light. But it was an option in 69. And so the cool thing is here, so the original owner, so Andrew and Wendy, who had this car from new, they had all the paperwork. So again, if you're a Mopar nerd, geek, aficionado, enthusiast, whatever you want to call yourself, the paperwork is so cool. So you got the window sticker, broadcast sheet was found under the seat. So like, just the paperwork alone, for me, I mean, that's the stuff I can stay up at night and read for hours, because it's so cool, because that's the birth certificate of the car. And to always have that, and again, that they've had this car since new, so I mean, the car will always be in the family, which again, I think is so neat and awesome at the same time. So yeah, Wendy hasn't seen it yet, and unfortunately Andrew isn't here to enjoy it, but he's definitely smiling down looking at the finished product, I'm certain. But I can only imagine when Wendy sees it, it is going to bring back memories that yeah, it'll be, I'm sure it'll be a goosebump scenario. But that's cool. This has been just it's been an honor to do this car. So yeah, thanks for watching the channel. Like, subscribe, comment, and again, huge thanks to Lori and Ryan for letting me into their garage that I could do this video on the car and get this out to everybody. And yeah, if you see this at a car show, by all means, make sure take a really good look and an extra look at what top level quality restoration looks like in the finished product here. All right, take care and bye for now.